The psychological perspective on death varies significantly across different stages of life, influenced by cognitive development, emotional maturity, and social contexts. Understanding how individuals perceive and react to death can provide insights into their overall psychological well-being and coping mechanisms. Additionally, the modern world presents unique challenges and risks related to death, shaping these perceptions in profound ways. In early childhood, children often have a limited understanding of death. They may perceive it as reversible or temporary, influenced by magical thinking and a lack of comprehension about the finality of life. As they grow into adolescence, their cognitive abilities develop, allowing for a more nuanced understanding of death. Teenagers may grapple with existential questions and begin to confront their mortality, often leading to increased anxiety or philosophical contemplation about life and death. Research indicates that exposure to media and societal narratives about death can influence adolescents' perceptions. For instance, a study titled "The Effects of Violent Media on Adolescents' Emotional Responses," a longitudinal study published in 2013 in the Journal of Youth and Adolescence, found that adolescents exposed to violent media may develop a desensitized view of death, potentially impacting their emotional responses and coping mechanisms when faced with real-life loss or the risks of death in their environments. During young adulthood, individuals typically focus on establishing their identities and pursuing life goals. Death may be perceived as a distant concern, often overshadowed by the excitement of new experiences and responsibilities. However, young adults may also experience the deaths of peers or family members, which can provoke feelings of grief and a re-evaluation of life priorities. The modern world presents unique risks that can heighten awareness of mortality for young adults, including issues related to mental health, substance abuse, and violence. Research published in 2018 titled "Substance Use and Risk of Death," a population-based study in Psychology of Addictive Behaviors, shows that young adults are at a higher risk of accidental deaths due to substance use, which can contribute to a more immediate confrontation with death and its implications. In middle adulthood, individuals often begin to confront the reality of aging and mortality more directly. This stage is characterized by a heightened awareness of death, particularly as they witness the deaths of parents or older relatives. Psychological responses may include a desire for legacy and meaning, prompting individuals to reflect on their life achievements and the impact they wish to leave behind. Concerns about health, particularly in light of modern health risks, can lead to increased anxiety about death. Research highlights that middle-aged adults are often concerned with chronic health conditions which are prevalent in contemporary society. A study titled "Health Anxiety and the Fear of Death" among middle-aged adults, published in 2020 in the Journal of Aging and Health, found that individuals in this age group frequently experience anxiety related to health crises, which can exacerbate fears of death and dying. For those in late adulthood, the psychological perspective on death shifts significantly. Many individuals in this stage focus less on the fear of death itself and more on the desire for control over how they die. This includes preferences for end-of-life care and the importance of dying with dignity. However, modern risks such as ageism and inadequate healthcare can complicate these desires. Research from 2019 titled "Barriers to Quality End-of-Life Care in Older Adults, a Systematic Review," published in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry, indicates that older adults often face barriers in receiving quality end-of-life care, which can lead to feelings of helplessness and anxiety. Acceptance of mortality often leads to a sense of peace, but it can also bring about feelings of loss and grief for loved ones left behind. Throughout the lifespan, social support plays a crucial role in how individuals cope with death. The phenomenon of social death occurs when individuals feel isolated or abandoned by others, which can exacerbate feelings of anxiety and despair. Conversely, strong social connections can provide comfort and facilitate healthier coping mechanisms. The impact of grief is also affected by modern societal changes. Research published in 2020 titled Social Media and Grief, an Emerging Area of Study, in-depth studies has shown that the rise of social media allows individuals to share their grief experiences, which can foster community support, but may also lead to complicated grief if individuals feel pressure to present a certain image online. The psychological perspective on death is a dynamic and evolving aspect of human development, shaped not only by cognitive and emotional growth, but also by the unique risks and realities of the modern world. From childhood through late adulthood, individuals' understanding and emotional responses to death are influenced by their life experiences, societal narratives, and the prevalence of health-related risks. By recognizing these developmental differences and contemporary challenges, we can better support individuals as they navigate the complexities of mortality and grief throughout their lives.